Well, hey, what's going on? Oh, Tom's in the other video again. Why are you in the other video? Get out of there.
I gotta do what I gotta do sometimes. I was down here looking at the control panel. It's looking, you know, like on the Enterprise. I got Spock with me. You know how Uhura fucking got the thing in her ear, and then fucking Spock turns around. He's got to look inside the viewfinder, the Viewmaster. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got to do.
He's in there clicking it, like looking at pictures of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, right. Detecting unusual life form readings, Captain. It is pure energy.
Pure energy.
Pure energy. Yeah. You guys know the song?
Yeah, it's Information Society. I don't really like that song though, but the best thing about it is the Spock quote.
Just Spock saying pure energy.
Yeah. I think they played that at Barbarella last week. That's why I was thinking of it.
Yep.
Ooh, my computer just came on all by itself. All kind of crazy shit goes on. Maybe you hit something. Maybe it's not. I don't know what it is. Gramthars says, "May a fifth be with you." Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, this is Cinco de Mayo, so happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody, if you're celebrating that. Like I said, that's why we decided not to go out this evening, because Cinco de Mayo, along with St. Patrick's Day and New Year's Eve, are like, for seasoned drinkers such as ourselves, our amateur hour.
Yeah. That's
and it's like extra douchey, and it's like hard to find parking and stuff like that. Yeah,
hard to find parking.
So no thank you.
Real douchey. Much greater chance I'm gonna have to fucking clock somebody. And then, you know...
There's also a chance that I might have to clock somebody.
And then I'll be spending a night in jail. You know. Fucking... And I ain't joking, y'all. If you're regulars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking, so, no. I almost thought I was going to have to clock a dude fucking today. Walking into Starbucks.
Oh.
He was on the phone and said, "Excuse me, his motorcycle, I couldn't hear you." And I said, "Man, fuck you." I almost fucking jumped on the little dude. I said, "Man, you fuck you. I do what the fuck I want. Oh, I will fuck you up." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
You need to calm down.
You're in front of fucking Starbucks. That means I can automatically kick your ass. Automatically. I just look at you hard and your ass is kicked if you're standing out in front of Starbucks. And I go in there. I go in there and stick out like a sore thumb. I fucking got videos of it on my fucking Instagram. I look like Satan. I look like the devil sitting up in there. It's funny. Little goatee.
Are you getting all cranky again?
Yeah, cranky.
Like threatening.
I'm fucking pissed up. I ain't talking.
Why are you pissed off? What's the matter?
Well, you know what happened. Fucking had an injection go bad.
Well, I know
that's
that.
That's one thing.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah. My fucking stomach is swelled up.
It does look crazy.
What the fuck? Oh, man. Instagram keeps fucking with me. They keep sending me this thing because I said something beyond somebody or outside the normal guidelines, but all I said is I said that dude's gonna get his ass beat for doing that to that cat, and then because the dude had a video of himself fucking, I guess, hurting a cat turned and fucking attacked him, and I said that dude's gonna get his ass beat or needs his ass beat.
Hopefully by the cat.
Yeah.
Cat should tear his face off.
And I just keep going. It just, I don't know. It keeps giving me your comment goes. It keep giving this. Okay, I just keep saying okay, but it doesn't go away. It's like some kind of glitch.
Anthony asks, Terrifier 2, any opinions? We haven't watched it yet, but I just noticed like a couple days ago that it was on Amazon Prime. And I was actually going to watch it on my phone, like on my lunch hour. But then I thought, well, no, I'll save it because Tom probably wants to see it too. Because we really liked the first one. But I've heard it's long, like it's 2 hours, which is very long for like a gory horror movie. But it's gotten like a lot of good reviews. And it's supposedly so gory that even people that are like really, really into gory movies were like, yeah, it was a little too much even for me. I'm like, we'll see. Granthar said cops are out in full force too. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a drinking holiday, and it's never fun to go out on drinking holidays because everyone else is also out on drinking holidays, and those are people that don't drink as much as we do maybe, and they don't, so they're not as used to it. So they get like super fucked up. And like I said, they take up all the parking. John Smith said in the UK, it's now Saturday morning. We're having our first royal coronation in 70 years. Oh, that's right. Isn't Charles getting or something? I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention.
I got to restart this tablet. It's glitching out on me.
Danny Rowling said, I just saw the 1933 film, The Mystery of the Wax Museum. That still holds up, and it's worth buying. It's in color, which is cool. Also, it's crazy knowing that everyone in the film is dead, just saying. Well, yeah, that's kind of true of a lot of movies from the 1930s. It's always like all these people are dead now.
Shit, the ones from the 80s, a lot of people are dead.
Yeah,
You
we
need to
were
go
just
that far back?
watching because remember, a long time ago, like Louis actually sent us the steelbook of Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And we never did get around to reviewing it. I said we have to get around to reviewing that. So actually, last night we watched it. We watched all the extras and all that other kind of stuff. And Paul Gleason, the guy that plays the principal in that movie, he died back in 2006. John Smith said, watched a good film recently, Knife Plus Heart. Oh, I've seen that, yeah. It was on Shudder. A modern French giallo set in the gay porno world. Yeah, I really liked it, actually. I watched it. It was probably like a year or two ago, I think I saw it. But they had it on Shudder, and I watched it. Yeah, it was really good. If you like giallo movies, you'd probably really dig it. Let's see, what else is going on? So, yeah, so other than Tom's injection going wrong, and he has been painting the bedroom, finally.
Yeah.
Finally getting around to painting the bedroom.
Yeah, if you guys want to know what happened to the injection, this is what I did.
Oh, I thought he was gonna look at
Look at
that
shit.
Look
The
at
whole area is fucking swelled up. It's like a fucking grapefruit in there.
it is. It's
fucking
super.
hurts.
It's super gross.
Fucking hot as shit. Burning. It's like the size of an apple. I had some real powerful 500 milligram fucking test enanthate. Enanthate hurts, man. To inject it. Even the 250 milligram fucking hurts. And usually the 500, you want to mix it with something else. I was mixing it with MPP, but I ran out. So I had all this fucking extra 500. So I just injected a little bit into my legs. It starts fucking makes a knot in your leg. I got sick of that. So I said, what if I go subcutaneous with it and just inject it in fat?
Well, now you know.
It'll go in a lot more slowly, you know. So I only did 0.3 milliliter. That's only like 170 milligrams of it, but it's real 175 something like that. But it's real concentrated. And I just shot some into the fat, and it felt okay for about a day or two, and then it just fucking swelled up, man. It's fucking burning. All this damn lymph.
Yeah, it's got to work its way out, I assume.
Yeah.
Danny Rolling said, "Looks like you were impregnated by a face hugger from
Yeah.
Alien."
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh shit! If something comes bursting out of your chest, I'm running the fuck out of here. John Smith said, getting injections when you don't need one. Yikes. And I'm a regular blood donor. Yeah, I mean, he's used to it now.
Yeah, I'm used to this. I'm like a human pincushion.
He's always sticking needles in
Yeah.
himself.
It's okay.
He doesn't, he injects me in the arms too, usually.
Yeah. I like it. You know,
It's weird. Well, you were always kind of bothered by needles, up until... Because I remember when you first went to the test clinic, and they were like, yeah, you have to give yourself injections, or they were going to ask me to do it. And I think I did it a couple times, and he was real nervous because he didn't really like needles. But after a while, he was just he's just sticking in his leg and shit like that.
Doesn't bother me.
Mango says, injections are nothing. Try having a bone marrow sample taken. Yeah, I've heard that's pretty fucking atrocious. But yeah, so hopefully that that goes down some.
It'll go down. My friend did it with the same shit. Remember? He just sent me. I told him what happened. He's got the same stuff. He goes, yeah, I tried that in my ass, subcutaneous. And he goes, it was there for fucking 7-8 days. It was fucking killing me. I couldn't sit down. It's Jekyll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his ass was all fucked up?
Yeah, his ass was fucked up. Couldn't sit down. That's why he tried to give it to me. There's another way. We can get some grapes. We can get some grapeseed oil. What's made for that? You can mix it in with that, make it weaker. That's what we're gonna do. I got some on order.
Yeah, so it's not as potent.
It's not as potent. Yeah.
Right.
It's a special kind of grapeseed oil that you use. It's sterilized and sanitized. It comes in a damn hypodermic syringe bottle and everything. You just mix it in the syringe and shake it up.
To dilute it.
You can dilute it. I got other sterile bottles. I can inject them 50-50 mix in there to make it 250 milligram per milliliter, and then just kind of heat it up a little bit, put it in some warm water, and it'll blend. Make it a lot weaker. That's what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, anything's better than that. Because we were thinking... Now he's thinking, he's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to shoot anything this weekend because... I mean, I don't know. We could probably work around it if it's just kind of there. You know what I mean? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just can't... I guess I lost... I guess I lost Instagram. I can't get on Instagram anymore. You can't refresh.
Your shit's fucked up.
Oh, they said that I made a rude comment. And then they're saying, then it doesn't say that I'm blocked, or it doesn't say that I'm banned or anything. It just says you can't make that comment. We took it down. And I was like, okay. And it just says okay button. I press okay, and it doesn't. The little sign doesn't go away. And I close Instagram out, and 5 minutes later, I get a warning from them again. So I'm thinking about just.
It's glitching out, probably.
It's probably glitching out.
I think it's glitching out.
But I don't really give a shit about Instagram. I don't give a shit about my personal Instagram. There's a lot of shit I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about Facebook anymore. I don't give a shit about my personal Instagram. I don't really give a shit about Messenger. I'm kind of through with certain applications, the old ones. I like the newer ones now.
I don't really have time to use them much. I just use them, for the show and everything like that, like to post episodes of the show.
It's just good for the show. But they police you too much. You know what I mean? I like Twitter because you can fight on Twitter. You know what I mean? You can fight on Twitter. It's fun. I grew up fighting on the internet and arguing.
To me, that's pointless.
That's
a pointless
dudes
exercise.
are in there fighting each other and fucking just love it. You know what I mean? But they
I find that really boring.
We like it. We like it.
I know, but I
making
find that
fun
really
of each
boring.
other and shit. And just
really boring.
Yeah.
To be honest, some people still post on Facebook and stuff, but mostly Facebook is mostly just ads now. So, you know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, I still post the shows. I still have pages for the show, I have my author page and all that, and I still post stuff on there, but it seems like every now and then if I scroll through the newsfeed, it just seems like, 80% ads. So, but I think I have a Twitter, but I don't ever go on there. I think I just have a thing where when I post something to YouTube or to the website or something like that, I think it posts on there automatically, but I don't ever go on there. Like I said,
Twitter's fun. They got porn on Twitter. Girls fucking show, you know what I mean? Instagram girls and fucking webcam girls,
Well, we're gonna have to get into that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be on there. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to start another.
That's where all your business comes from. Really, is Twitter. According to Bill. Bill says most of their traffic comes to them through Twitter.
But yeah, we'll have to post like PG to R rated stuff.
Each account's different. You know what I mean? You got to keep all your accounts separate.
Well, yeah, I know that. I already, like I said, the Twitter one I don't really give a shit about because I don't ever go on there. But but I have, on Facebook and on Instagram, I have different ones, like for every different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're good for business, but like Instagram, it's good for business. But it's not. It's not good for conversation or interaction with people. Just trading photos and seeing who's who and, buying stuff. There's all kinds of things, showing where you are, showing other people what you do. But they police you too much.
Tammy said, just had a scare. One of our cats and the dog was sniffing around some potted flowers at the bottom of our front steps. I picked the plants up and there was a copperhead snake.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, at least, the animals warned you. It's like, hey, might want to check that out. Yeah, let's see. So what's everybody doing out there this evening? Because I feel like we're not talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're looking at your tablet.
There's nothing to talk about.
You can always think of something to talk about. What are you talking about? We've never run out of stuff to talk about. You need to engage, you know what I mean? Instead of going off looking at other stuff and just leaving it all to me to sit here and talk.
No, that's not what's happening.
Let's see.
Try to get back to it.
There's Dave. Hey, you two. Hey. Are you going to Mannequins tonight? Probably. No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking him.
Oh.
We're not going because it's Cinco de Mayo, and I'm not getting involved in that nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, people are showing up now.
Yeah, Jeff here said I got off Facebook because of all the ads.
Yeah.
And other garbage. Yeah, it seems like it's almost all, when I scroll through the newsfeed, every now and then, I'll see something that a friend of mine posted, but most of it is ads.
Facebook is damn near useless. Only thing I do is, use it to contact friends that I've had on there for a long time. I don't even go into my feed. Some people will send me messages I'll respond to, but Facebook is just useless. You know, it's just like I said, ads and useless information and people whining and crying over things that I can't help them with anyway. You know, just I don't know. I'm just not that social on there anymore. You just kind of lose your patience. People that you're just kind of obliquely friends with. You go on your feed, it's like looking down into the mouth of hell. Just thousands of people fucking whining and crying, and I just don't want to hear that shit. You know, some of it's funny though, but most of it isn't.
Hard Jaguar said, "Hi guys, it's been time since the last time I was here. I saw Renfield. It's a gore fest.
Okay.
And Cage, you know, Cages the fuck out as always. It's
right,
a good
good.
comedy horror. Yeah, I've been wanting to see that actually.
Good, yeah.
We might have to actually go to the theater and see that.
All right.
I feel like maybe we should.
Man,
What?
the money.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking, I'm looking at my account. It's fucking vanishing. We're buying cameras
And
and
it's
fucking
well,
equipment.
that's the thing, and it's only the beginning of the month too.
Yeah, and it's only the beginning of the month, and fucking half my shit's gone already.
Well, I mean, that we've been investing in the new project.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I said, we spent
we spent 200 each on that
Yeah.
just in the past couple.
we got a new
Days.
camera,
Yeah.
like a GoPro,
Bunch of props.
bunch of props,
Yeah,
shit like that. So you got new tripods.
yeah.
So
And the camera that I got has a faulty fucking battery level indicator. Rest of it works, but strangely enough, if you plug it into a USB port, it'll show battery full. Unplug it, even with a fully charged battery, it'll say battery empty. And then when you talk to it over your devices, it'll say that your battery power is 0%. Weird,
that's a little odd.
but
Yeah.
it's not. It'll
Yeah.
it'll have fucking full batteries. I don't know why. And sometimes if you change out a battery, for a second it'll give you a bar, but then it'll go away. It'll show you a full bar. And I looked down in there to see if the contacts were bad. It's only 3 little contacts, and I even stuck a damn Q-tip down in there and tried to rub on them and kind of clean them. It's not contacts. I don't know what it is.
How
I think
much
it's
cheaper?
software.
How much cheaper was that camera than a GoPro?
Oh, it's half the price,
Oh, okay.
basically.
Even though it's essentially the same as a GoPro, but it's like a
Essentially the
little
same.
bit. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
like most of the same features.
Most of the same stuff.
I was amazed at how small it is.
Yeah, it's like the size of an ice cube.
Maybe a little bit bigger than an ice cube, but
Yeah.
not much bigger. It's like that big. And it has screens on both sides.
Yeah, you can turn it around, face it toward you, do selfies, and
Yeah, it's just like that.
goes up to 4K. I think 4K 30 frames, or I think it goes 4K 60 frames a minute. But I think standard is
60 frames a second.
Yeah, 60 frames a second.
Yeah.
But I think standard is 4K 30 frames a minute. But I went down in the 1080p range, and the image still looks real good. I don't know if there's a big difference between 1080 and 4K to the average person looking at it. You save a lot of data, you know,
Yeah.
by going to that. And it has image stabilization. And you can do image stabilization on anything 60 frames per second and bigger, is my understanding.
Jeffy Art said maybe you can write those cameras off on your taxes. Yeah, you can.
Cam,
As long as you keep the because that's what I did like when I freelanced for 5 years.
I guess I can download the online receipt, huh?
Yeah, I would
Print it out?
imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just keep all the receipts and stuff like that. Especially if we actually start making money at this. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
You should.
This weekend we really need to, because I said we really need to kind of crack down and decide what we're gonna call it, so I can do like all the logo and the branding and all that kind of stuff like this weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mago says go 1080, not 4K. Yeah, probably. And this same camera can be used as a webcam. So I'm going to get several of them. So for the price of one, what's it called, Hero 8 GoPro, I can get 2 of these. There's only like after coupons, it's like $160 for the camera. It's nice. Yeah, I'll go get it. Shit, I might even plug it in as a webcam. Wonder what would happen.
It'll fuck everything
Yeah,
up.
fuck everything up.
Yeah, because I have this camera going through OBS at the moment. Danny Rowling said, what's Tom and Jenny think of that classic 80s show, Small Wonder, about that robot girl named Vicky? You know, I kind of remember that show, but I don't think I watched it with any regularity. The weird thing about it is that I don't even think that people thought the premise was all that weird back in the 80s, which is a bizarre thing to say.
What's that? Didn't think what was weird?
Do you remember that show Small Wonder from the 80s about the robot girl?
No.
You don't remember that? I don't, like I said, I don't think I watched it regularly. I did see an episode or two, but like, I don't know. It just didn't seem as weird as it seems maybe to people nowadays. Ooh. Ba-chew.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's really small. We can do all kind of fun shit with that. And then that also has like a little thing.
Then you can take a selfie with it.
Yeah. Hard Jaguar said, Tom, you can do videos like Serpent ZA riding your bike.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's that's why we thought, because he'd been wanting to get a GoPro for a long time just to do like motorcycle videos. And, you know, once we started thinking about doing this new project, it's like, well, we need some small handheld cameras like that we can use for stuff. And
yeah, you can put this on your head.
And he can also use that for a bike. And it's like,
yeah. See, you can. But that was only 170, and it's pretty nice. Most of the people that reviewed it are like, yeah, you know, the GoPro Hero 8 Black is nicer, but they were like, for the difference in price, you could get two of these. You know what I mean? And the difference in the image is not that much, and really the difference that they were talking about the microphone wasn't as good, but they've upgraded this microphone, so it's a lot better than it was. And they were mostly talking about image stabilization wasn't quite as good, and which doesn't affect us because we're not going to be doing action cam and motors, you know, skiing, and we can do it, but it's not a priority.
Right.
We're gonna make porn with this. Okay. We're not moving that fast. We're not 50s. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be a slow roll. All right.
Slow-mo porn.
Yeah, you can even do slow motion. You can't zoom in it, but you can. They got all different kind of accessories. I got a selfie stick coming. Which that's mostly just for if I go downtown. Selfie sticks. They got fucking body cam mounts, head cam mounts, helmet cam mounts. They got a lot of different. It's the same mount for the GoPro Hero 8. It's anything that the GoPro can do, this can do. This has a little frame that goes around it, and they even have a waterproof box that can go around it, and they'll all go into standard GoPro mounts. So everybody that reviewed it who knows all about this shit was like, yeah, for the price, that's a good deal. So when you go on Amazon, this is the one they fucking recommend. It's the, what's it called? Ocaso. It's the Ocaso Brave 7. The Ocaso Brave 7.
It's a brave little camera.
Yeah. And they make a lot of cameras, but they make ones that are bigger than this and shit. But the 7 is the closest to a GoPro Black.
Gramthars says, what is the new project? Have you not been here?
Yeah, what the fuck is Gramthars been? Damn, Grant.
Well, when did we first start talking about it?
Yeah.
Last week?
Yeah.
Maybe last week or a week and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah. Me and Jen are gonna be a cam couple.
Yeah.
On fucking StreamMate.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do ChatterBait. That's fucking in front of the Coliseum for pennies. All right, you got thousands of people watching and 2 of them paying. You make more money on that, but this is more private shows and shit. And we already got studio set up, and we're gonna be a cam couple, and then we're shooting erotic content already. We got shit shot.
Adult content. Yeah, we already have we already have some footage. Probably like 2, 3.
And it looks good. I've shared some fucking samples, and fucking people are like, "Oh man, come on, I want the whole thing now." And then we got people who are also creating content, like fucking Oscar Perez and his hot ass fucking Irish girlfriend sending me fucking videos, and she's trying to come down and fucking do a show with us fucking live here, and she wants to shoot some fucking stuff with Jen.
Yeah.
Me and Oscar are like, oh man, dream come true. That's what I said, yeah, 2 titty goddesses. He gave me permission to talk about it. He gave me permission to even fucking show her. She's cute.
Which I think you did it on Wednesday. But...
Yeah, but she had, we can do it again. Her name is Misty. Okay.
But yeah, I'm just... I think that what we should do probably is... I know they always recommend, like, because, like I said, we did a lot of research about this, like, ahead of time.
Okay.
We did a lot of research about this ahead of time, and, a lot of them say, oh, it's good to have your stuff on as many platforms as possible, because there's a lot of platforms out. Because the thing about it is we're going to do, like... We're going to do, like, a two-pronged thing. We're going to do live streams, on StreamMate, but you can also sell clips, you know what I mean, like recorded clips, which is what we were, we started recording last weekend. I don't know. I kind of feel like we should probably just stick with a few platforms so I don't get fucking overwhelmed and confused, like putting shit on.
We got to do OnlyVids.
Or many vids is the biggest one.
Yeah.
And probably OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, and then we'll do
and then StreamMate. Yeah, well, that's what you can sell clips on. I have to look at the legal things because I know some sites won't allow you to sell the same clips on multiple platforms, but I don't think most of them have a problem with it, but I'm not sure. Okay. And the thing about it, too, is that StreamMate, if you live stream like a live show on StreamMate, as far as I'm aware, at least according to everybody that I listen to, said that you record those live streams and then you can break that up into clips and sell those later, too. Like for people that didn't see the live stream.
I'll show you a little bit of samples from we shot this. Look how good Jen looks. Nothing X-rated is going to happen in this. This is just some outtakes. We're making commercials, basically, here. Yeah, I can't show anything X-rated. I got some fucking wild shit here.
Mango said 2 prongs. I know. I giggled to myself like before I said that, but... Yeah. Are there any socials we should follow for this content? I mean, I haven't put it up yet because we're going to do, like I said, we still need to figure out what we're going to call it. We don't know what we're going to call it yet. And I need to do a logo and branding because I want to do it right, you know what I mean? And when we get the videos edited, I want like everything to look nice. And so we're going to start, I don't know, we're going to I'll probably open a new Instagram account, a new Twitter account, I'll probably do a TikTok. I'll probably like some other stuff that we can just put like teaser content on there and say, hey, we put a new video up, or hey, we're doing a live stream at whatever the time is, or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? To like keep everything up. I don't know. It's a lot of work, obviously. But I've done it before as far as like my other endeavors go. So
imagine some people are like, why the fuck is Jenny doing this? Look.
Why not?
You don't know Jen. All right. Fucking man, over the years, we have fucking dropped so many hints about our connections with people that do this for a living and inside the industry, and some of the people that we run into were involved in even, I would call, more illegal shit. Like, fuck, we know girls that fell to prostitution, and what a nightmare that is. Okay,
yeah.
So this is nothing really for us. We're entertainers, but. We see the competition. We see the how much money can be made. We got fucking bills to pay, man. This house and everything. This will all help. And Jenny doesn't like to work a 9-to-5 job in a fucking office. That's not her. She wants to be here, and we can create our own products. And this is just a natural expansion into a different market that we already have a skill set for: video editing, graphic design, live performance, acting. There's a lot of money to be made on StreamMate. Not so much in these videos, but that's more like an advertisement for StreamMate.
Yeah, you just charge like a couple bucks for those. Yeah. Like I think most people charge like what, like $2.99 or something.
Depends on how long they are.
Depends
on what's happening. Usually between $5.99 and $10.99.
Yeah.
A fucking top-notch video that lasts 40 minutes or so or an hour, that's gonna be $20.
Well, yeah, I can see that because that's like movie length.
Yeah, but most people fucking watch little clips.
Right.
A lot of them are watched over mobile devices and stuff.
That are like what, 5-10 minutes long, something like that.
And so there's no reason for us not to do this because we can do it. And for our age, we look real good. And that's a new marketing thing. We can market fucking cougar angle, fucking mature goth, fucking hot chick, fucking angle, big titty angle. Fucking, there's so many different angles that we can do. And then we're going to keep on those channels. We're going to probably just be called Tom 13 and Jen 13. We're not going to talk. If the people on there are not regulars and don't know us, they won't know who we are. But we don't care if they find out because we're already kind of public figures. They're gonna find out. She's got a fucking Google account and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking for author accounts and stuff. You know, it'd be easy to find. But she's not in a position where she has to worry about security. You know?
Yeah, I don't really get that much.
She lives out here and fucking I can handle any security. All right.
I was thinking the other day when I was a couple days ago, I stopped on the way home to go to the liquor store. And I thought to myself, once we start putting all of this online, I wonder if I'll be in the liquor store one day and somebody will recognize me.
Actually, some girls say that they constantly suspect people recognize them, but I don't think so.
Well, that's the thing. And yeah, I did hear one woman say, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, people recognize me, but a lot of times they won't say anything. Like, they'll just stare at you.
They're tripping. I think they're tripping. They're just paranoid.
So, maybe.
Yeah.
Gramthars says cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
You know, dress up like Elvis and Priscilla, Hansel and Gretel.
We already had that.
We thought about, I mean, we're mostly just going to, you know, goth out like we normally would. Excuse me. But we did think about doing...
Well, I got fucking Bane costumes, too.
Yeah, we thought maybe Bane, and then somebody suggested I do Poison Ivy, which I was like, oh, yeah, that would probably be good.
And then I want to do a Klingon fucking shoot.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing Klingon.
Yeah, Klingon, like the fucking... From the motion picture with the fucking long hair and shit, you know? And dress Jen up like a Vulcan fucking Federation officer, or maybe her as a fucking female Vulcan.
I'm down.
Yeah. It's all kinds of cosplay stuff that we can do.
Yeah. Like, we probably can't do that all the time because costumes are...
The money.
But there's one woman on... she was on StreamMate, right? That one you showed me? And she does... she just does solo stuff. But she does cosplay Wednesdays. So it's like she just does regular shit like most of the time, but then on Wednesdays she dressed. Because the one that he sent me, she was like dressed like Velma. You know what I mean? And she had a... Did she have a bad dragon?
The one I showed you?
The Velma one.
Yeah, it was Velma doing a bad dragon.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that one. You're talking about the girl from the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a girl that used to go to the castle here in Florida. Her name was Larkin Love.
Yeah.
And she did a real good...
Yeah, we used to kind of... Well, I didn't know her, but
we didn't know her.
We used to see her around.
I don't think she lives here anymore. But she had a real long tongue. Cute girl. But, yeah, she was dressed up like Velma, blowing Scooby, the dog.
Yeah.
She had a big
like
old
not
fucking
a real
bag.
dog, obviously.
Yeah, she just had a dildo. Look like a dog dildo. That was fun. She had the glasses and everything.
She was super funny.
Yeah.
Well, I like a lot of the what was that other? He showed me another one too that was just like a girl. Again, she was just like doing solo stuff, and she has a whole. She just does these kind of clips where. What was the one you showed me the other day? It's like, you know, she couldn't pay her rent.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she at least like has like a sense of humor about it. She basically just looks like she's whacking herself in the face with a dick, even though it's like dildos and stuff. Yeah. It's not like a real person.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell because she keeps it like out of camera. Like, but it's like really, really funny. Yeah. And like she always has like makeup on, like she's been crying. And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So,
her whole thing is
super funny.
The whole thing is just solo acts.
Yeah.
There's no guy involved, but she's pretending there's a guy there, and she's got a GoPro and a big rubber dick. And the angle's just right, and the fucking titles are great.
You can tell she's
the titles are fucking great.
You can tell she's somebody that I would totally hang out with.
Can't pay rent, but I got a mouth. That was one of them. Can't pay rent, but I got a mouth. Just fucking all kinds of funny
she goes with some pretty funny titles.
Yeah. Funny shit. She also calls herself a fat slut.
That's right. She's not fat though.
She's a little heavy, but she's not fat.
No, I would not call her. I wouldn't call her fat.
No,
I wouldn't.
She's heavier than you, but I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but
she's cute.
Yeah, like Me
and Jen were talking about. I was trading pictures with Jen. I was like, check this chick out. Is this fucking possible? there are some girls out there that can really carry weight pretty well. You know, I would call them fat, but they still look good. They still got a shape. And you didn't ever get the chance to see it. You were at work, so I can't. I was like, Jen, is this real or is this?
He sends me all this stuff. It's like when I'm at work, and that's like I can't watch this.
Yeah,
there's like people all around.
Yeah, it was real. I think. See if I can find
her. Jeffy Art said, I know a few guys who do content for OnlyFans and just for fans. They do a lot of fetish, leather, kink, boot content. Their advice, find a niche kink and go deep.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like because there's so much content out there, you really need to, well, it's just like anything else. You have to like distinguish yourself, whether it's with, you know, one particular like rare kind of fetish or, you know, just having just something different going on, because there's just so many. I mean, there's just so much of it out there. And there's especially like a lot of solo cam girls who, you know, and some of them don't, you know, they're all fine and everything like that, but some of them don't really have much to distinguish them from one another.
They're all kind of samey.
Right.
And they don't have wardrobes either. There's only certain things they just buy real cheap shit, and they kind of look the same in each video. That's the thing. That's one of the advantages that me and Jen got fucking badass wardrobes.
Yeah, I got 2 closets.
You guys haven't seen the fucking even the tip of the iceberg, because we don't really dress up for shows that much. We just
because usually
this is our regular clothes.
I just wear regular shit. Like I changed my shirt when I came home from work, but that was about because I just had a t-shirt on. But because I usually have to rush today, I just rushed home from work. I had stuffed a piece of focaccia in my mouth and then got ready to and then changed my shirt, got ready to do the show. You know what I mean? Pretty much slapped on a wig, fixed my makeup, and that was it. Danny Rowling said she also did a video as Elvira. That was pretty hot. Oh, I should do Elvira.
Who did that?
I don't know. He was talking about somebody earlier.
Yeah.
But
maybe she's talking about
I probably need the wig. I'd need the wig.
Elvira would be easy for you to do.
It probably would be, yeah. Because really all you need is the wig and the dress. And it's like, and she does like very specific kind of Susie-like eye makeup, and, you know, and I could just do that, but... let's see. Samantha 38G. All day and night. Oh, Larkin Love did the Elvira video.
Yeah,
that's what he was talking about.
Larkin Love.
Yeah, like I said, the one he sent me was just the Velma one. Because he was sending me, like, examples of different ones that were out there. Because I don't have time to, like... He's more the porn connoisseur than I am.
I know all these people's names and shit.
Right.
This is the girl I was talking about. How could a woman weigh that much and still have such a good shape? It's not just falling around everywhere.
I wonder if some of that...
I wonder if it's real.
Like,
or if it's...
That might be implants.
Implants and injections.
That looks like implants.
Because why isn't gravity taking over?
Right, because usually if you had a butt that big, it would be like, falling around.
I would think so.
So.
Okay, I got rid of the glitch. And I said, Jen, I want a picture of you in that position.
Yeah.
and Jen goes, yeah, I can do it.
I think.
But look at the size of that girl.
I took gymnastics when I was younger, and I'm still like fairly limber, but I haven't done that in a long time, so I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, you know,
I used to do a kick-ass back bend.
I'm not sure if that's actually real. I mean, she has video of herself. It looks real. Like, okay, she's moving in this. Look.
Sean Court said, "Yep, fat transfer, Brazilian butt lifts."
That probably is.
Yeah, because
fat transfer and Brazilian butt lift,
that's
maybe?
I don't think that's natural.
It's very unlikely to be genetically.
I've never seen a person that was built like that.
It would normally be around the middle.
You would think.
Yeah. Look at that. Jen's nowhere near that size.
I hope not.
That's amazing, though. It can't be real.
No, I don't. Probably not.
Can't be.
Like I said, I couldn't.
It's too out of the ordinary.
I couldn't watch all this stuff because I was at work, so you know what I mean.
Okay, it stopped glitching out because I went on Google. I went through my Instagram account through Google and said okay, and it acknowledged me saying okay.
Okay, so it's the
was a
app
glitch.
must be glitching out.
Yeah.
Well, I told you the app was glitching
Yeah.
out. Yeah, Camp Guy said Larkin Love, her main claim to fame is the length of her tongue.
Yeah, the tongue, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Gene Simmons.
I didn't actually notice her tongue.
Well,
But she wasn't really doing any tongue stuff because we were watching the she had recorded a live stream, like I said, that she dressed up like Velma.
Yeah.
So she was mostly just talking, and then she was doing the thing with the bad dragon.
Yeah, she evidently hates the porn industry. She left it. She only does independent stuff.
Well, I mean, now that we have the means to do that,
Yeah.
it's like if you want to get into the adult industry, like why on earth would you want to like go
with the studios
and stuff like that? You're just gonna get like wrung out and like fucked over.
They made her. She only did like 4 or 5 scenes with them, and they just made her do shit that she didn't want to do and shit, like gangbangs and shit. She's
see,
like,
that's what
this.
I'm saying. It's like, see, I wouldn't. Yeah. But, you know, and I said this before, I wouldn't really be interested in getting into that industry if it wasn't independent and if it was just me and you working together. I don't want to, like, you know, end up having to do a bunch of shit with people I don't know who they are and shit like that. That doesn't sound like anything.
Slutting my girlfriend out to these fucking men. Fuck that.
Well, like I said, I don't want to do that either. No. It's like, that really doesn't sound like a good time.
And they're not really they're making some money off of that in the studio system, but where their real money's coming from is escorting. That's the advertisement for the escort services.
And see, I don't think I wouldn't be good at that.
Oh no, it'd fucking destroy your life because fucking the next thing you know, you can't meet men the normal way. You can only meet them through the fucking. What was his name? Angela White said that. Angela White said, "Well, I met my boyfriend camming." Yeah. They were like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, we went cam to cam, and I met him." He goes, because of what I do, I can't meet men the normal way.
Yeah.
You know, so he was cool, and we went out.
But see, like I said, I kind of feel like it's easier for us getting into this now because, like I said, we're doing it independently. Yeah. Well, we're just working with each other.
Yeah.
You know, we're older, so it's not like we have to worry about, I'm only in my 20s or 30s. I might want to, you know, get married someday and have a family and stuff like that, and people might find out about it or blah blah. It's like we're too old to like give a shit about that anymore. So, so, you know, it's probably like a good time to get into it. And honestly, it's like I hadn't really.
And she's good. She's good. She had fun. She looked great on camera.
Well, the thing about it's weird because I didn't really think that I would be good at it.
Yeah.
But I think like when you had the idea and we started talking about it, I said this sounds like something we should do. Like I think this would be really fun, and you know maybe we'll make some money at it. Maybe we can make enough money that I can quit my job and we can go back to like working at home again, which would be ideal. But I got like. Yeah, it's weird that I got like more into it than I expected to.
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous. I wasn't,
I was constantly just thinking about camera angles and whether or not this is fucking gonna look good on film, and fucking should I open up so the camera can see the. It's just crazy shit like that. I was worried too much about fucking technical stuff. I hope that camera's running. That kind of stuff. It kept throwing me
out.
Well,
I mean, to be fair, it was the first time we had shot anything, and we spent like hours and hours like shooting a bunch of stuff. Like, so we hadn't really, experimented with it before. Like, we had just set up the studio, we just set up the lighting, so we were just kind of like, and I was honestly surprised that we got as much good footage as we did, for the first time out, because we did keep being like, is this angle okay, or is this even recording, or. Because a couple times, like, we recorded, like, and we were like, oh my god, that was great, and then we're like, oh shit, it didn't record, but then, you know what I mean.
And we did it with tablets.
Right.
Tablets. So, with the new cameras, it'd be even better.
Yeah, so that's why we wanted to get, like, the smaller GoPro camera, because I said that'll be much easier to...
Hold in your hand.
Yeah, you can hold it in your hand, you can move it around, you don't have to, like, worry. It's like,
Yeah.
Can you see this from that angle? Yeah. And it's like you have to keep stopping and moving stuff around.
And you got one camera running on you, and then you're holding a tablet with the other hand, and that tablet's big enough to fucking obscure the fucking views of what the fuck's going on. The GoPros are the size of an ice cube. It's just in your hand. The fucking other camera sees it, but it's not obscuring anything.
Right.
I
think that's.
We both look good. We both look great on camera.
And I think too that
I look fucking huge on camera. That's right, I I look like a fucking werewolf, man. Fucking all just upper body and shit. Fucking dick. Boots and shit. Looked like something out of the damn Frank Frazetta painting.
Yeah.
It did.
It did. It came out really good, I thought.
Some of y'all have seen it. Put pieces of it. They didn't have... It was just the teaser stuff. That was the only thing I could put out because the files were small enough. Stuff that we were doing in between scenes. You know what I mean? Fucking... Because the big files, I couldn't share them. They're too big.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know...
share them over Instagram.
We had, like... Well, some of the video clips were, what, like 20, 30 minutes or something like that?
Yeah. You can't share anything bigger than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
On most social media.
We just kind of have it. It's all on my
I had a
Dropbox
few of
account.
those.
I still have to edit all the stuff though because I just hadn't had time this week to like go through all the stuff but I think we got a lot of good. Like I said, there's probably at least 2 or 3 videos worth of material in there.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine.
I think we make. Well, I haven't seen the shit that you've shot. She shot some solo shit.
I shot some solo shit like on Tuesday. Hopefully some of it's usable.
If not, we can always do it again. We got new cameras.
Yeah, because
the new camera might help out a lot more.
If it didn't come out good, like some of it I think came out good, and some of it I think is usable. But I didn't have the tablet, so I just used this camera and the laptop, and then I forgot that this camera is attached to this microphone, and it's like so you can't really move any of this stuff. So I had to just kind of like move it out of this like chair. So I had to kind of like fuck with the angles and everything. And it took forever, and then a couple times, this is hilarious, but this just goes to show that like when you're shooting adult content, it's not glamorous in the slightest. You're gonna have shit where it's like, oh shit, the dildo fell over when I was trying to, you know what I mean? And it's like
you're solving problems, and if you're a guy, you're trying to solve fucking technical problems and fucking stay rocked up and shit.
Right.
So you're like, and then that fucks up. And you're oh fuck, no, come over here and fluff me. I gotta get back. I gotta get back in. And then you're like. Shit, man. And then you start getting into fucking performance anxiety. You're like, man, I gotta get this shit fucking rocked up, man, because I get back, man. Then you're like that, dude. Okay, okay, we're good. Okay, get back over there. Okay, get shit. Because all the shit I have talked on this show over the years, I was gonna have to back it up. You knew it was gonna happen, people. All the shit that I've talked. I can't just...
I'm glad that you're putting your money where your mouth is.
I'm putting the money where the mouth is.
You're putting your money where your dick is.
Y'all will experience it yourselves. Optically. You will
No. It sounds funny, but it's like when we first decided to do this and we were like both really excited about it, I was like, this is... I don't know, just like thinking about it, I was like... I kind of feel like, oh, maybe... we'll get really good at this and it'll be like I kind of felt like it was like the light at the end of the tunnel or something like that, you know what I mean? Like
I don't think about it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It's just another product we can sell.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just I don't know, I'm excited about it. It's actually really fun to do. It's it's a pain in the ass because like I said, it's probably more of a pain in the, well, I don't know if it's more of a pain in the ass for me than it is for you, but because I have to like do all like wigs and makeup and corsets and boots and all this other kind of stuff, and you don't have to do hair or makeup or anything like that. But
actually, I probably should do some makeup.
We were talking about that.
Because you got to do eye sockets and fucking a little bit of liner and stuff. Just the same kind of things you do on television or
right.
Just because it depends on the lighting conditions. So, but that first time we just jumped into it because the lighting conditions really it wouldn't have mattered. It was mostly red light.
Yeah, so you could, and it looked okay. I thought
probably should have had a little bit of fucking shadow and a little bit of eyeshadow, and a little bit of liner. Probably would have made a difference.
Makes your eyes look bigger.
Makes your eyes pop out. Yeah, and you go with a lighter shade inside here to kind of. In certain lighting conditions, I look kind of haggard, like my eyes are all sunken in.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Skull, like.
I mean, if. I do the whole thing, man. I do like I do primer and the foundation shit, and then like a little bit of contouring and
I just need a little bit of concealer,
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. 88 says, "Fluff me, vocabulary expanded."
Yes,
and we didn't even make that up. That was like I heard that term years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fluffer. That's somebody that in between takes keeps the male porn stars.
Yeah. And
ready for action.
And on the big, on the
that's what they call them, a fluffer.
On the bigger studio shoots, a fluffer. That's all she did.
Yeah.
Now she might have done some amateur stuff or lower ranking porn stuff, but her job was just to sit around and blow dudes in between scenes.
Yeah.
But she would never even be on fucking camera. That's some weird shit when you think about it. What do? I'm a fluffer. Because they weren't cute enough to be on camera in the real high end porn scene. Because they look like models, you know.
What a job. Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean, anything that pays the bills, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure it did. Who knows?
I don't know how much they would pay a fluffer.
Well, I think they were doing Gonzo too, and like remember that movie we saw fucking with the Mope.
I was just thinking.
Remember how they're in that warehouse doing that shit?
Yeah.
I think fluffer girls worked most of the time in those.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the movie Mope, yeah, like it's good. It's based on a true story.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's kind of like set in the porn industry, and I kind of feel like a lot of people don't talk about
it. Really happened.
But yeah, it's based on a true story. Yeah. Like it's kind of a horrific story, but it's kind of a black comedy.
I have it, don't I?
I don't remember if you bought it or if we watched it.
I gotta buy that.
Maybe we watched it on Amazon Prime.
It's like Boogie Nights, but darker.
Yeah.
But it has a lot of humor in it. And it was about this... Wasn't it an Asian guy and a black guy? Yeah, that's right. It's about an Asian guy and a black guy who were mopes. And mopes were like ex-porn extras. They were just the dudes that were in gangbangs and shit. They
It's like they're the dudes that stand around in the ring and like
jerking off and
jerking off on the girl's
shit.
face.
You never really see the dude, you know what I mean? And they're guys that really, there's nothing about them that makes them stand out to where they were ever going to be like a name. So they're kind of like they're just extras. But these two dudes make friends with each other and they're trying to turn themselves into porn superstars and open up their own little company, but it kind of fails. But the black dude slowly goes insane in real life and gets into a confrontation. He kills some people at the studio.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a pretty horrific story. And it's a true story. It's a true story.
And then the cops track him down and they got the news cameras on him. This is in real life. They really show it too in the movie at the end. And they run him off a cliff. He jumps off a cliff. Yeah. They shoot him too, didn't they?
I think they did.
And they got a real...
It's been a while, but yeah.
They got a real video of him, news footage of him jumping, and he's jumping like a fucking superstar. Like he's doing karate and shit. He was crazy. Jumping like off the cliff like he was doing karate, and he hit, and it fucked him up. And I think they shot him too during that, before that. He died.
It's a pretty messed up story.
He killed his friend, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. And he had schizophrenia. It started to kick in. Wasn't it schizophrenia?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
And he was doing drugs, too, so I think that was part of it.
Yeah, that didn't help.
It didn't help.
Jeffy Art said, off to my weekend night job at the bar. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck.
Right, have a good one.
Because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck Cinco de Mayo.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the Mexican St. Patrick's Day.
Like I said, everybody's going to
St. Patrick's is bad enough. Now you're going to have Mexicans involved. Fucking Khan of Aztlan. Tell us what Cinco de Mayo is like over there in Mexico.
It's probably one of those...
Crazy.
Well, it's just kind of like it's St. Patrick's Day. I feel like St. Patrick's Day is celebrated way more in the United States. In Ireland,
it's crazy,
what
too.
The fuck? We don't do that.
It's crazy, too.
We don't do that.
St. Patty's Day is fucking crazy.
Yeah, everybody here is just like, woo, let's get as drunk as possible and vomit in the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So... Yeah, see, that's exactly. Victor says Cinco de Mayo is nothing in Mexico.
It's nothing in Mexico? Okay.
I suspected as much. I said because it's probably the same thing that happened with St. Patrick's Day, which they don't even celebrate in Ireland. Well, they do kind of, but like a little bit. But then like over here, they're like any fucking holiday where they can just like drink till they throw up is like they're like, yeah, we want on board with that.
Yeah. Oh, you need an excuse.
I don't need an excuse. I don't know why other people do. Yeah, Victor said it's an American thing. That's it. Yeah, just like St. Patrick's Day.
Finish that up, and I'll go. We're out of juice, people. So I'm gonna make vodka and Fanta pineapple.
Pineapple Fanta.
I got some Fanta pineapple.
Vodka goes with everything. That's why I get it.
Got that shit at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Fanta's good, man. Fanta orange.
I don't mind Fanta.
Fanta's good. Yeah.
It's not like
Better than Crush.
Well, I'm not a big. I would not be able to tell the difference if you blindfolded
It's better
me, I
than
don't
Crush.
think. Well, because the thing about it is that I've never really been a big soda drinker. I don't know why. It's just like never... Like if I'm real thirsty and it's hot out or something like that, yeah, I'll grab a Sprite or something like that, but it's never my go-to.
Fanta's the Nazi drink. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. You see, in Germany during the 30s, once Mustache Man, once his party took over, before the war started, they were trying to make German versions of everything that the United States had. They wanted something like a Coca-Cola, but that was totally anti-National Socialist. All right, they were like, no, that's brown, sweet garbage. It's capitalist. You know, fuck Coca-Cola. Our shit is going to be eco-friendly. It's going to be bright and fruit-flavored. So they made Fanta Orange. Yeah, and it was just orange. And that was evidently like the German drink during the 30s. And the government was funded it, was behind it. They owned the company. Every company in Germany at that time became absorbed by the government. And it was social, what do they call it? Not social. Fascism is a form of socialism. It's where the corporate powers merge with the state and the corporations become one. Which sounds like a description of every fucking modern country in the world right now. So I'm not sure how useful any of these terms are. Like capitalism, I don't think that's a useful term anymore. Maybe it was in the 1800s, part of the 1900s, but none of that shit makes any sense because nothing's capitalist now. Everything's kind of like a damn fusion power. They're just printing their own money. It's the Keynesian shit. So I don't even think capitalism exists. It's just some kind of weird fucking fascism. But anyway, a lot of people don't know that Fanta is what the Nazis drank. You'd never know it.
Well, I kind of feel like a lot of people don't know
Yeah.
the history of a lot of
Where
brands.
foods came from.
And
yeah.
the thing about it, and it's interesting, although, most companies have been through so many iterations since that time and
Yeah.
owners and stuff that it doesn't really
Doesn't matter.
matter. It's just
Yeah.
like kind of interesting.
Yeah, like, all their uniforms were designed by Hugo Boss. The fucking SS uniforms, that's all Hugo Boss shit. He designed all that. So a lot of those companies survived the war. They all, it's just the way it is because everything was part of that government. There was no business that had not become fused with the state. So it was unavoidable. Anything German that survived the war was ex-Nazi. Just kind of interesting. You never really think something as friendly as Fanta Orange, would have been something from wartime,
Well, you think that companies want to stay in business,
Yeah.
so it's like if they have that kind of association in their past, then they're going to want to
Yeah.
try and break away from that association.
Yeah. But their description of Coca-Cola is dark and unhealthy and artificial
It was too
flavor
brown for
based
them?
upon
It was too brown for
It's
them.
too brown and too sugary.
Not white enough.
Yeah, it wasn't. They said it wasn't natural enough. It wasn't. It's not something you would see.
Fanta's not natural either.
They thought it was natural. It was just bright and positive. You know what I mean? And fruit flavored and healthy. They considered it to be healthy.
Sean Court said, too bad Fanta has corn syrup in the U.S. I kind of
Yeah.
feel like pretty much all the sodas have corn syrup. Although
You get the Mexican stuff.
You can get, and honestly, a lot of...
And throwback.
Yeah, a lot of main
Yeah.
cola brands now, at least in the U.S., have started doing, throwback, where they have, actual cane sugar in there.
Yeah.
And it's not too hard to find. I've seen them at Publix. I've seen them at Winn-Dixie.
It makes a big difference.
It really does.
I go down to the Mexican store over here. It's got a restaurant attached to it. You get Mexican Coca-Cola in a bottle, glass bottle. And fucking, it's a night and day difference. You could drink that all fucking day and not be overpowered by it. It's just crisp and has a cleaner flavor to it. It just tastes a lot better.
That's the reason that a lot of, Coke and Pepsi and their brands and stuff caved after a while, because so many people were being, buying Mexican Coke because they started offering Mexican Coke in grocery stores, and people started buying that because it had actual sugar in it instead of corn syrup. So, all the brands were like, oh, well, if everybody's buying that, we're going to go back to, fucking sugar, too.
I ought to go down there and see.
So they have, both options.
I know that they have Mexican fruit drinks I think one of them's called Guaritas. I think is what it's called. I think Guaritas. And it's orange flavored. Mexicans will know. I think it's Guaritas is what it's called, so with a J. That I don't know if that's Fanta. That might be Fanta, but it's going to be cane sugar. And they also had all different flavors. They had the grape and shit. It was good.
Victor says it's Jarritos.
Okay.
Tos with an O.
Jarritos.
O-S.
Okay, Jarritos.
Jarritos.
All right. Okay.
Jarritos.
Yeah. It looks good.
Forgive my pronunciation. I'm sure it's bad.
So that's not Fanta. Fanta doesn't own that then. It was orange.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, they might.
Because they'll market things under different names. It might be Crush.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, there's a YouTube channel that I watch all the time. He puts out a video every week or actually more than one a week, but it's called Company Man.
Yeah.
And he talks about, he does, like, they're like 12, 15-minute videos, and he'll talk about, like, one company and do, like, a deep dive, like, about their history and stuff, and, like, a lot of it's really interesting. Yeah. But he does, like, a series that's called Bigger Than You Know, and it's usually about something like, Procter & Gamble or something like that own like 90% of the brands of shit you see in the grocery store, because you think like all this stuff is different brands because it has different names, but they're not. Like, they're all owned by the same thing. You know what I mean?
Make a drink.
Camp Guy said, I love to eat sugar cane. Reminds me of being a kid. My old man would buy a stick every once in a while. Yeah, it's like, even when, I don't know, I kind of feel like the corn syrup thing was already fairly well established by the time I was a kid, like in the 70s and 80s. But even so, I don't know why. I was like a weird kid because people drank a lot of soda in my house. Like my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, very famously, that's pretty much all she ever drank was Coca-Cola and coffee. I don't think I ever saw her drink anything else, like as long as I knew her. She didn't drink booze or anything like that. But it's like just for every meal, it was like Coca-Cola. Like in the morning, she would have a coffee, couple cups of coffee, and then like all day, whatever with a meal or anything like that, would always be Coke. She fucking loved Coca-Cola, and and my brothers were into it and all this other kind of stuff. But for some reason, I just never really got into soda. I don't mind ginger ale. I don't mind root beer. I don't mind I like Dr. Pepper actually if I'm gonna get a soda, like if I'm at a fast food place or something, I'll usually either get Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, or Sprite 7-Up. But other than that, sometimes I'll get like orange Fanta or whatever the fuck. But I don't really like Coke. I don't really like Pepsi. I don't know why. It's just I never really got into it. I was kind of like the weirdo in the family because all I ever wanted to drink was water. Like I just drank ice water, like out of the tap, or milk. I drank a lot of milk growing up. Or orange juice. I would drink orange juice. But other than that, it's just like I wouldn't really drink any soda or anything. I don't know. I never got into it. I know that's weird, but
This is good.
Well, like I said, vodka goes with everything. That's the nice thing about it. You can just like whatever the fuck you have in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it'll go in there.
Like we even the other day we didn't have any juice and I was like, well, I got like a carton of iced coffee in there. Throw it. Yeah. Throw the vodka in the iced coffee and that tasted good too. Well, I'm out though. There's a carton in there still, but I think it's only got like that much.
That would be like a real drink because in Brazil, when I was a kid, they had a drink called
is good.
Called a high five.
Very refreshing.
Called a high five, and a high five is vodka and Fanta orange.
Yeah.
And that's like a high five.
See, I'm sure that would be delicious. Yeah. Camp Guy said, I get half sweet iced tea, half sweet, half unsweet. Yeah, because sweet tea is, not gonna lie, pretty sweet. Depending on where you go, though. They're talking about the pink Tab soda kit. Do they still make Tab?
No, I don't think they make Tab.
I remember that being a big thing in the 70s. That was like the diet soda, right? Because it only had like 1 calorie.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember it tasting like weirdly metallic.
Yeah, it tasted like shit.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've drank any, but
it was undrinkable. It was bitter.
I was a kid, I used to kind of like Fresca.
Yeah,
I think they still make that. That's grapefruit, right?
It's grapefruit. Fresca's good.
I think they still make it.
Yeah, Fresca's good with vodka.
I can see that. Yeah, because grapefruit and vodka. Actually, grapefruit flavored vodka is also quite good. I like flavored vodkas, and the grapefruit one, Deep Eddy makes one that's like grapefruit flavored. That's actually really good. Hey Pokey, what's the matter?
She's scared because the room's blue now.
Yeah, she's kind of wigging out a little bit because Tom's painting the bedroom. He's almost done. There's only like one corner
I'll
left.
finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, and so because I came home and I was kind of like, well, how did Pookie take it? Was she coming in here going like, I'm gonna jump in the paint?
Yeah, well, she did that a little bit. She tried to get inside the drop cloths. She had no concept of wet paint.
Yeah, she's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. Pookie does what Pookie wants to do.
Yeah. But it's dark blue. It looks good in there.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird
it's
because...
gonna be soothing. We'll be able to sleep all fucking day in there. Just dark blue, almost black. With a white ceiling, and I got all that now. Fucking bliss light, fucking swirling galaxy nebula on the ceiling, all the lighting effects.
I need to hang
black curtains.
I need to hang some art in there too.
Yeah, our bedroom, you could sleep in there for days if you want.
Well, that's probably not a good idea.
No, you sleep in there days. It's like a cocoon.
Well, see, I like that though. Over the weekend, because that's the only time. Because during the week when I go to work, I have to get up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning.
We're gonna shoot porn up in that bitch too.
Well, yeah. Well, we need to. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is that we wanted it to look good because we've lived in this house for a year and a half.
And we haven't been working much
and
on
we
the
really
interior.
haven't.
I've been working on the outside, man.
Yeah, well,
fucking
yeah, he's been doing like
cutting down fucking trees.
Yeah, and he's been doing like the garden, like the landscaping and stuff like that, which looks amazing. But we haven't really done much. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money to like buy furniture
all
or
the money
anything
had
like
to
that.
go outside for the housing fucking authority and shit.
Yeah, like I said, we had to put a new roof on and all that.
The new roof that was going to cost us an extra $300 a month in insurance costs.
Plus, we had to get it painted, like the front door painted and like all this other kind of shit. So it's like that was really expensive.
I'm starting to get to where I can start worrying about the inside now.
I would actually one of these days. I mean, like to get the driveway done with pavers. Because we have like a super, super, super long driveway.
And it's just regular white concrete.
It's just white concrete, and it doesn't look that good. It's
Everybody else has all
it's kind of cracked and shit like that. I would like pavers, but I know that's like really expensive.
It'd be better if I fill some of those cracks in with something, sand it all fucking down with the fucking floor sander, and paint it. Paint it in something kind of like, I don't know, something synthetic. Maybe bed liner or something.
Well, you have to like. I'm not really sure like what's allowed.
Paint it in some kind of polyurethane and throw colored sand on it
to
make the whole thing look like fucking red sandstone or some shit like that.
See, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
Because somebody around here, when we were walking around the neighborhood, and I can't remember, it's like way up, like a couple blocks up, but they did pavers in their like long circular driveway, and it looks amazing. It looks like really fantastic. But I know that's like super expensive.
It's a pretty house. Just that it needs a lot of work.
Yeah, it needs like spicing up. It basically just looks like a big 2-story rectangular box. Yes. It doesn't really have any bells and whistles on it. Yeah. On the outside.
Yeah, it's got to be done with landscaping.
Yeah, but I mean, you've done a really good job, like with the landscaping and stuff, and like the backyard looks good. Like you planted trees and
buy a chainsaw,
hedges and shit like that around the outside. He planted like hedges around the outer perimeter because our backyard, there's no fence, there's no nothing. It's just like open. So it's like open and it's far, but like then you can see like the other house like over there. So I'm just kind of like. So he's planting like some hedges that eventually will be like tall enough to like so you won't be able to see the other house as much.
Man, this thing is fucking swelled up like I'm fat as motherfucker.
Are you gonna die?
No, I'm not gonna die. But look at that, man. You can grab it like it's a fucking apple. It's hot too, man. Feel it. Grab it.
Yeah, I did earlier.
It's burning.
I did that earlier, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah. It's like,
man.
I was like, are you sure you're all right?
He said 8 days it was like that on his ass.
Okay, well, I mean...
At least it's not on my ass.
At least it's not on your ass.
I went in there and shot it on there.
Or Jackoa.
Yeah, Jackoa. Jackoa's a club buddy of ours. He's got a real cute girlfriend. Well, shit, I think they might be married now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're married.
I think they're married, yeah.
Cole, her name is.
Cole, yeah. And,
she's rad, I love her.
Yeah. Y'all would like her. She's hot. And fucking Jackoa's a big dude, all right? Kind of quiet, big guy. He saw me down at the club. He goes, "Man, you look amazing. You look amazing." You know what I mean? Fucking, what happened? And I fucking told him. He goes, "Oh, I got to do that." So I got him hooked up, and he's fucking banging it up. He's fucking really trimming down, getting big. He's working out a lot. But we're experimenting with different stuff, you know.
And sometimes the experiment
goes wrong. We thought we could go sub-Q with 500 milligram fucking test. No.
You thought wrong.
Oh, no, it hurts. It's
thought incorrectly.
Yeah, it's rough in muscle. It's even worse in fat.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Don't do it.
You learned something today. Mackie Max says, "How much is your property tax? I plan on buying a house within 5 years, maybe."
I get disabled veteran assistance and shit because I'm fucking 85% disabled according to the VA. I can still work, but I had medical retirement
because of a head injury.
Because of a head injury, so I get some of my shit taken off. I gotta fucking go back and look exactly what it is, but it comes out of our mortgage payment.
Yeah.
So we don't really feel it.
He says,
it's all hooked up.
When you buy a house, should you save up the exact amount, or should you save till you have more like 500,000 and just save to 300,000 if 300,000 was the asking? Well, I mean, to be honest with you, like, there's no way in hell that we could have saved up that amount of money.
No, we got this shit fucking basically zero down.
Yeah.
Zero down.
Yeah. We didn't put that much
Florida's a fucking great place to buy a house
well,
if you got connections.
If you have, and you have, VA, so you get, like, a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
So you can get, like, low interest loans and stuff like that.
Yeah. They hooked me up.
Yeah. I mean, we still got to pay for the shit.
Got to pay for it, though.
Which.
Yeah.
Not cheap.
Yeah, it's.
What did we end up paying? $475,000. $475,000. That's how it was.
Yeah. So our mortgage is $2,500.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the expenses and shit you got to put on top.
Well, yeah, we had to put a new roof on. That was what, $20,000?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's funny is $2,500. That's a decent apartment in New York. Just only a decent apartment. Here you get a fucking mansion.
Well,
damn near.
I've noticed though that the rent on the apartments around here has been going way up too.
Yeah.
You really can't get a decent apartment in Orlando anywhere.
Yeah, they're
for under $1,500, $2,000.
The state is getting flooded with out-of-state people. So buying this house.
I mean, used to be. Remember the apartment that I had years and years ago, which wasn't great, but it wasn't a shithole. You know what I mean? It was small, but it was okay. That only cost me $675 a month.
If everything goes right and we hold on to this house for 4 or 5 years, I can make money on it if I had to fucking sell it. What'd be better is to fucking live here 15 years, and if the shit fucking skyrockets, it sell it. Because this house at $475, if it floods, because they're building a bunch of shit around here. Okay, brand new fucking housing developments. This might go up to fucking $700,000.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping because the thing about it,
in California, this would be a $2 million house, $1.5 million.
I mean, it's a big. I don't remember what the exact square footage is, but what is 3,500?
It's got 2 central air systems, one for the upstairs, one of the. I don't remember.
It's a big house.
It's big.
It's 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
3.5 bath.
Yeah.
And it's 2-story.
Decent kitchen. It doesn't have.
And it's on 3/4 of an acre.
Yeah. No.
Of land.
0.9 acres.
Oh, 0.9 acres.
It's almost 1 acre. It won't. They shorted us just a little bit. So if it's 1 acre, you're able to do a bunch of shit. And they didn't want us.
And they didn't want to do that.
To be able,
but the thing about this neighborhood is that all of the lots are really big. So like the houses are fairly far apart.
Yeah.
The neighborhood we lived in before, in Sanford, was the houses were really nice, but they were sort of close together. You know what I mean? But out here, we live in it's called Black Bear Reserve, and it's like a big sprawling like neighborhood, and they really tried to like make the houses.
You can just
like spaced far apart, so people have like really really big yards.
You can just Google Black Bear Reserve.
Eustis,
Florida. Eustis, Florida. You'll see it.
It's one of the big main neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I mean, and where we live now,
you have a small house section, then you have the big house sections. It's all in the same area. Because, you got the small houses here. We're in
Yeah.
one of the bigger ones. I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell you exactly which one it is, but we're in one of the bigger houses.
Yeah, and where we live, it's pretty rural.
Yeah.
But the thing about it was that when we moved to that house in Sanford, 11, 12 years ago,
that was rural,
that
too.
was pretty rural, too.
Yeah.
And then by the time we moved, it was
almost fucking downtown.
almost in,
They were putting up
it was in the
traffic lights.
suburbs.
Suburbs. They were putting up traffic lights and shit when we left.
So
And fucking putting in gas stations.
we couldn't
and McDonald's.
believe like how much it built
It changed
up
a lot, yeah.
like in the 10 years we lived there.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's probably going to happen here as
It
well.
is happening.
I mean,
Yeah.
now when I drive to work, like I leave at 6:30 in the morning and stuff, it's a while before you see any kind of civilization. It's mostly like farms, the odd house, but there's not really a lot out here. It's mostly farms, like I said. Cattle farms.
We're in farmland. Some of the farms
Horse
are being
farms, blueberry
horse and cattle,
farms.
yeah. But the thing is you head towards that biker bar. They sold all those farms, got sold, and they put a huge housing complex in there. There's going to be a lot of those going up, and it's merging in with the stuff from Mount Dora.
Yeah, because Mount Dora
There's sprawl
is
happening.
It's not a huge city, but it's like it's
a classy English town.
Yeah. It's small, but a lot of people go. It's kind of known for antiques.
Yeah.
And it has like a lot of funky little shops like in there. I was thinking the other day, do you remember, I think it was on my birthday last year, and we went to that British pub that's down there in Mount Dora, and I was thinking, man, we should go there again.
Yeah.
What the hell is the name of that place? The Magical Meat Boutique or something
we'll
like
back
that.
there. And it really is a British pub. The British people living in there, working in there.
Right, yeah.
Living in there.
I think we went for my birthday last year because I was like, oh my God, we have to go to this place. I think it's called the Magical Meat Boutique.
Yeah, British chick walked out there. She's about 50, covered in tattoos, fucking thick fucking British accent and shit, fucking taking her order.
She was
got
hilarious.
Fish and chips, and what'd you get? You got one of those something pie.
Yeah, I got a shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
I think.
And it's like a British pub in there. And had HP sauce on the table and everything. It was, which I hadn't seen that shit in forever. HP sauce is kind of like the British version of A1.
Yeah,
it's sweeter
similar.
though. It's kind of tamarind flavor. It's good though. I like HP.
I don't really like tamarind though.
I'm not sure it is tamarind. It just kind of tastes like tamarind to me.
It does. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what
be.
it does. Kind of taste like it, but I don't know if that's what's
it's like A1 sauce, just sweeter, fruitier. But I liked it. I first found it in Egypt when at the MFO mission. We were doing that. We were at South Camp, and we were the chow hall there was run by British mercenaries. Ran it, basically hired contractors. They were the cooks, and those motherfuckers were awesome. And they ran their own little private bar because they would each dude got an issue of booze, and they were selling their own issue through this British bar in the middle of Egypt that only had American guys in it. Had a picture of the Queen and fucking everything. They did. And the Fijian colonel tried to go in there, and they were off limit from alcohol, and he had his whole entourage fighting him because he was drunk trying to get into the bar. And fucking, they're holding him back, and he's fucking fighting to try to open up the fucking bar front door, and we're in there like, what the fuck is the Fijian colonel doing? He's fucking blasted. And the British bartender, who was also like one of the head cook, saw it and fucking he reached up and grabbed a fucking photograph of the Queen and jumped over the fucking bar and was, get out of here, you savage! Down! Down, you savage! Down! And the dude's going, It was funny as fuck. They drug him out. You British people
the power of Liz.
The power of fucking the British Queen called him a savage. Down, you savage! And the fucking guy's cringing in front of the fucking picture of the Queen and shit.
That's crazy.
That's how they kept. The Fijians were not allowed to drink alcohol on the MFO mission because they're islanders. And if you know anything about Pacific Islanders, we got them in the fucking show here. Fucking loved them. Fucking served with them. Micronesians. Fucking Fijians. Fucking Hawaiians. There's just something genetically about them. They drink alcohol and they just go berserk. They'll attack their best friends sometimes. They'll shove their heads through walls. And so they're kind of like banned from drinking alcohol.
But here's the thing.
They didn't evolve with hard liquor.
I kind of feel like, though, just like with many other things, that probably if you just like drank in moderation regularly, you could probably
I've never
overcome
known an Islander to drink in moderation. As soon as they had a few drinks in them, that's it. It's a downward slope. I had some subscribers here. I think there some Maori guys on here, and I think he confirmed that the Maori can't drink real either. It's not the same experience for them because we've been through thousands of years of fucking selective.
Right, we come from
breeding.
a long line of drunks.
Not them. Not them.
Not me personally. Like my family,
ancestors have
my
been
family did not drink. Weirdly, I didn't even start drinking until I was older because I didn't grow up around it. But
our ancestors all drank going back to the Roman Empire.
That's what I mean. So, like, all the ones that would be bothered by that are dead.
They're all dead. They don't have any descendants. And then hard liquor distillation came for Europeans in the 1700s, I think maybe late 1600s, coming with gin. And gin, when it first hit England, it was considered to be like a crack epidemic. Fucking bunch of people, a lot of people died. They drank themselves to death.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
So... But we made it through that.
Gin.
So we have evolved through a process of natural selection. Now, Africans evidently can handle alcohol. So because they were drinking alcohol back in Africa.
Right.
They were making fermented drinks. And Mexican Indians can drink it. And any Central and South American Indians. Evidently North American Indians were more susceptible to it. But not Central and South American Indians. It has to do with how much your ancestors drank.
Well, like I said, it kind of weeds out the people whose livers couldn't take it or whatever. You know what I mean? Which, like I said, I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm just saying.
We're resistant to it. Europeans had to drink it because there was no safe water supply, especially during the Middle Ages.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? Like, they basically was like, well, it's...
Yeah.
We have to drink alcohol because the water will give you...
The water will kill you.
Dysentery.
Yeah. They were living in cities and fucking there was no safe water supply.
So it was much better to just like drink alcohol.
They drank beer and wine.
Yeah.
And then when distilled alcohol came, they'd put gin inside of water to purify it and drink it.
Yeah.
So, which it works.
Yeah.
It works.
I mean, you know.
But the thing is that Europe was in a constant haze for hundreds and hundreds of years. They were drunk. They said it wasn't until later on they started making coffee, because that involves heat and water.
Yeah.
That they started to come out of that, and the Arabs brought them that.
Yeah, there's actually I've read a couple because I'm fascinated by food history, and I'm especially fascinated by coffee history. So I've read like at least 3, 4, or 5 books about the history of coffee. How it got introduced to Europe, how it the cultural impact that it made because it was like really huge, and how it ended up almost kind of like fueling, kind of like the Enlightenment a little bit.
Yeah, it fueled the Enlightenment because they weren't drunk all the time.
Right.
They were instead of being
in
bars.
It's like, man, what were we doing the last 300 years?
Yeah, instead of being in bars, they were in coffee houses now.
Exactly, and they were awake, and they were like not. And they weren't.
So
drunk.
So the Arabs actually sobered up. The
Europeans. Yeah, you can put it that way.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's fascinating history. And there's a lot of good books about it.
And I think the Arabs got those beans from Africa. I think that's where they originally came from. Then they ended up planting them in Central America because they could grow there. But if I remember correctly, the Arabs got them from trading with Africans.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Like I said, it's been a while since I've read it, but I have a couple. I have one. I can't remember what it's called, but I have one like over there on my bookshelf, like about it. It's like really good.
Africans can handle alcohol, but I guarantee you, I've seen this personally. I had an Irish girlfriend. No African could ever handle the amount of alcohol that an Irish woman can. My ex-girlfriend, Fiona O'Shea, could drink me under the fucking table. I don't understand. I would be like, how are you still drinking? Why are you... And she could drink far beyond what I could drink. And
the Brits can drink, and I'm telling you right now.
And she would still be standing and still be basically coherent. Bitch's name was Fiona. O'Shea.
That is one of the most Irish names.
She was from Cork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I lived in the UK, I wasn't a huge drinker then, but I was like a moderate drinker. I could not believe the amount of alcohol. They just casually.
Yeah.
They just drank all the time. And they were, like you said, they were just walking around. They were doing shit. And every time I'm like, holy fucking shit.
She would drink me under the fucking table. And
Holy
I swear to
shit.
God, it's genetics. It's got to be. Because there's no other explanation for it. Because I can drink a lot. But
You can.
But I can't be as functional as she was. She'd be totally functional. And I knew that she had drank twice what I drank. I don't understand it.
I kind of feel like that, and I don't know I don't know enough Irish people to say, but I do kind of feel like the Irish are known for that, for just being able to like drink a lot and still kind of like.
She was amazing.
Maintain.
She was amazing.
I'm kind of amazed by that.
Yeah. She could drink twice. You've seen me on a bender, right? She would do twice that easily.
Yeah.
And be sober.
And I mean, I've seen you.
Yeah.
Real fucked up.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for you to get fucked up, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I've seen you real fucked up. I've been real fucked up.
I'm Irish American, but I have been impurified by German and probably fucking Native American bloodlines have come in and diluted that pure drunk status that the Irish have given to the world. You know what I mean? I don't have the resistance of an Irishman. Wish I did. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to, because it costs more for you to get drunk once you're that resistant to it.
Mr. 88 said, alcoholic Irish is a stereotype based on a long series of facts.
Well, yeah, exactly. It is a stereotype based on a long series of fucking facts. Well, like I said,
I didn't get to Ireland when I was over there, but even when I was in Wales mostly, and those motherfuckers could drink too. It's like, holy shit.
They're all related up there.
They would just like drink all fucking day and not think a single thing about it.
Yeah.
Not think a single thing about it. And like nobody thought it was weird. Like over here they'd be like, "Oh my god, get to a meeting." But like over there they were just like, "Whatever." That was just like what they did, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Fiona was definitely an alcoholic. Yeah. But she could function. I don't understand it. She could go to work and hold a fucking job and be normal, and I couldn't doing what she was doing.
I don't think I could either. Like not drinking that much. It was just like, we don't drink every night, obviously. Yeah. We drink on the show. Yeah. Sometimes in the evenings we drink when we're not on the show, but not usually. Usually it's just like when we're live streaming. But even then, I don't know. I have two, I'm usually fine the next day. I can get up at 5. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of a headache or I'll be a little bit tired or something like that, but not bad. Like I can still function and stuff. But if I have more than that, yeah, I'm gonna have some problems like the next day. You know,
the restroom. That's pretty good, isn't it?
It is actually. It's better than I was expecting.
Fanta pineapple and fucking Sky.
That's all we had in the house. We were out of juice.
It is Tom and Jenny approved. It's pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Mr. 88 said 3,500 square feet is huge. You could have his and her porn rooms. Well, here's the thing: the upstairs of this house, we have. How many bedrooms are up here? 4 bedrooms. There's 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms up here. So we have our bedroom. Tom has a man cave that has like all his movies and his gun stuff and his video games and all that. And then we have a gym. And then we have this room, which is my office. So he has his own bathroom. I have my own bathroom, which is nice because we shared a bathroom like at the old house, obviously. But, yeah, it's more room. It's honestly more room than we kind of know what to do with. You know what I mean? Like I said, we can't really afford to put furniture in it. So besides the 4 bedrooms and the 2 bathrooms, there's also like essentially like a second living room because obviously there's a living room downstairs, but there's like there's like a big open room up here that I'm presuming people would use as like a game room or a living room upstairs. And we haven't really, it's big, so we don't really have anything in it. There's like a couple of old chairs in there. The mini fridge is in there. There's a toaster oven in there. There's a garbage can. That's about it. Like we don't have any. Like eventually, we kind of wanted to turn it into like a movie room. Like we'd have couches and like a big TV and all this other kind of stuff, but we haven't done that yet. So I haven't had the money. We have a big TV in the bedroom, but like I said, we've lived here for a long time. We haven't painted anything. I painted this room. That's really the only thing that's been painted. The outside's been painted because we had to, because of the HOA. But we haven't painted anything else. So Tom's painting the bedroom, and it's blue. He'll finish it tomorrow. It's almost done. But all that's in there is the bed, 2 nightstands with lamps on them. At least the window has curtains on it, so there is that. And then there's a TV and a thing like that the TV sits on that has the Xbox on it. Oh, and there's like a little kind of bookshelfy kind of thing over there that we keep like Pookie Streets on and stuff. That's it. There's nothing else in there. There's nothing on the walls, which is kind of it's kind of depressing because it's like this room. I mean, when we first got the house, I came in here early. Like, I moved all my shit in first. I said I'm setting up my office so I could, keep doing videos and stuff like that, so there wouldn't be that much of a gap. And I said I want this room to be like exactly like I want all my shit in here. This is gonna be my room. So I painted it. I put all my shit up in here and stuff like that. So this is like this is like my happy place. But like the bedroom, I kind of feel like it was just so bare for such a long time. There's no, like I said, there's nothing on the walls or anything like that. There's nothing like interesting.
We're gonna get some personality.
Yeah, we really got to do something with that. I mean, it
didn't cost that much to paint. I mean, what was it? $80. $80.
Yeah.
2 cans of paint.
I mean, it's a big room. It has high ceilings.
Might have been less. How much was that?
Because didn't I get you that?
Yeah.
Card?
It was $50. $50. $50 for 2 cans of paint. I think it was $25 around at $25 or $30 a gallon. I had to pay a little extra on top of it and put it on a card, rebated.
It's such a pretty color. Interestingly, that's almost the color because you went to Home Depot and just picked it out. Because we were talking about, I was like, I don't know, blue, purple, something like that. Like, I like dark colors. Like I said, I don't really like pale colors. Fuck that shit. I don't like white. I don't like beige.
Colors.
Yeah, I like color colors. I like deep jewel tones. I like saturated colors. I like dark colors. I don't really like light colors. So
look at the background. We like colors.
Yeah.
Black, blue,
red,
purplish, red. Oh, yeah, our fucking bedroom was red. It was fucking dark.
Yeah,
red.
the old house it was like blood red.
Blood red.
I liked that too.
It looked good.
I liked that too.
Because blood red, it was dark red.
Because our curtains and our comforter are like black with kind of like gold accents. So we kind of had we almost had like a little bit of like a dark Egyptian thing in the old bedroom. The walls were dark red, and then everything else was like black and gold, but like Egyptian looking. Because we I had a mask of Anubis, which is up there, and like a lot of Egyptian looking stuff was in there. But this one, like I said, I kind of wanted, blue or like a cool color.
Yeah, it's like almost a midnight blue.
Yeah. It's similar to like my old house that I used to have in Daytona a long time ago. That's about the same color as my bedroom there was.
Yeah.
Maybe like a touch darker, but that's about like the same.
It looks good on camera too when you have it dark, because what it does is it gives you an outline. If it's a white background or a light color, you'll lose the outline or the silhouette of the person in a video or a photo. And even just walking around, a person looks better on a black or dark background.
I feel like, I mean, personally, I always think like colors pop better, like on a dark background too.
Yeah.
Like I think colors look better, like other bright colors look better on like a dark background.
And when I come into a house, I want to be in a space. I don't want to feel like I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the interior design of, say, like fucking newer restaurants and fucking, you know what I mean, corporate malls. They all have colors. You know, there's colors on the walls. Real colors, not fucking these weird beiges and fucking, you know.
See, like I said, it's like barely a color.
Barely a color, right. What was in here was like this weird weird light blue. It was
like barely. It was like baby blue, but barely.
Barely blue.
Like if you just kind of glanced at it, you would think it was just kind of like white or like off-white.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, I guess it's kind of blue. But see, I don't like that kind of bullshitty.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I know that some people. I know there's kind of a thing where people are like, oh, they like light colors because it makes things look bigger or whatever. So fuck that. I don't give a shit.
I don't care about it looking bigger either.
I don't either.
I like it to look cozy and fucking.
I just want it to look cool. I want it to, and I want it to look like somewhere I want to hang out. And to be honest, I like a cave-like atmosphere.
Yeah, so do I.
I like a cave-like atmosphere.
I like to feel like I'm enclosed.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I really like
I'm in a place and something's happening.
So I like dark colors. Yeah. I like dark colors and like super saturated colors, like super saturated red or like super saturated blue, like against black. I really like those. I don't like light colors at all.
They're good for other people, just not for us.
Yeah,
we want the house to look like a damn amusement park.
Yeah,
or a dark nightclub. Or or something like that.
Yeah, see, it's like this kind of shit. Like, I love this kind of shit. I love my black walls. I love, like, all my posters with all the, like, green and blue lights. I want it to look like a fucking Giallo
movie. If a normie came in here, they would think this is some kind of satanic shit. I mean, it does look kind of satanic over there. But it's not. It's just, that's just how we like it. It looks Victorian. The Victorians were kind of like that.
Yeah.
They like that kind of dark shit.
And I like that kind of shit.
That's what was called ensaddened colors, which is where you take any color and mix it with black and kind of sadden it.
Yeah.
So they did that kind of stuff.
And I still really like that Victorian aesthetic. You know what I mean? Pretty much everything. I'm just really attracted to anything that looks, I don't know, dark and old and decrepit and everything like that. I don't like anything that looks like white or breezy or I don't know. I'm just not into it. I know other people like that and that's fine, but it's just like that's not my thing.
Okay, read.
It's not my thing.
Read comments. We gotta catch up on the comments. Catch up on comments.
Mango says, if you think the Irish are bad, then try keeping up with a Slovakian. Yeah, I've heard Eastern Europeans are also.
Yeah, I heard Russians and all those guys in Eastern Europeans
drunks.
Drink too.
Sure. Let's see. Tammy says, beige always reminds me of nursing homes, hospitals, and schools. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's anything that's like white or beige or anything like that. I said that's the shit that they just paint the apartment because they know you're going to paint it afterward. This is just like the generic color. You're supposed to like change it to your own personality. You know what I mean? Peggy says, hi, you guys. I haven't seen you guys for a little while. I love the glasses. Thank you very much. It has been a while because I've had these. How long have I had these glasses?
Oh, it's months.
Yeah, you got them for me a while back. But yeah, I like. Well, hi, Pokey.
Who said this?
Peggy.
I don't see that.
That was way up there.
Oh, okay.
Way up there. Mr. 88 said, "This is my man cave. Tom would appreciate it."
I haven't seen the man cave.
Tom's got a nice man cave. I think.
Yeah. I gotta paint that too.
You gotta paint that too because it still has those weird bluish walls. Yeah. But it's, I mean, you have nice shit on the walls though. You have like your Mad Max posters and your Blade Runner frames, posters, like all your frames and stuff like that. I want to. You know what I was thinking about doing?
Got some Frazettas in there, military equipment, and fucking guns. It looked like something out of damn Punisher.
Yeah. I was thinking in the bedroom, like, we should do like some kind of. I don't know. Because I've been farting around so much with like that AI art. I was like, I should print some of that out and we should like frame it and like put it up. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I want the art that you made for the clubs. Remember that with the fucking spooky women and shit?
Oh yeah.
I want those.
Okay. Yeah, I got all those still.
Yeah.
Like all the posters I did for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all that kind of stuff. Sean
you can
says,
send that to somebody to post to print it out poster size, right?
Yeah.
And in good quality?
Yeah, I can just send it to to print shop.
Yeah, right. And then we'll go to the store and we'll get poster frames for them.
Yeah. They got frames at Dollar General.
Oh, did they? That right? That size?
Do they have poster frames? I've bought like kind of, I think up to 16 by 20 in there. I have to look again. Somebody says you put lava lamps in your man cave. You don't have any lava lamps.
I don't have a lava lamp. I got lighting effects, but I don't have any lava lamps. I haven't thought about it long. Lava lamps, fucking.
I used to have like a vintage lava lamp. My grandma gave it to me.
If I remember correctly, lava lamps suck a lot of power because it's a light that has to be hot enough to heat that fucking gel.
To make it go.
And it's not something you can leave running 24/7. It costs you an arm and a leg. There's so many better lighting effects now that project that are a lot more efficient. So I go that way. I like Bliss light.
Yeah, we've got, like I said, we've got one of those in the bedroom.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah, it's just it projects like it looks like nebulas.
Nebulas with a swirling galaxy.
It's like green and blue and red, like RGB.
I got the Bliss Light 1 and the Bliss Light 2. The Bliss Light 1 isn't quite as nice as Bliss Light 2. You want to get Bliss Light 2. That's what you want. It's worth the money. You can get that for like about $35, $40.
Senor Stick says, Tom and Jenny, no satanic panic at your house.
No.
I swear, if anybody ever came in here and like commented on it, I would know that I couldn't be friends with that person. Because who would be bothered by my shit? Who would be bothered by my shit? It's not satanic. Jenny just likes horror movies, that's all. Yeah, Mango says, Slovakians are top of the tree. I tried and I lost.
Yeah.
Man.
Americans are lightweight compared to Europeans when it comes to drinking.
We are. I will say that. And I like to make jokes about like what drunks we are and stuff like that, but it's like I'm sure like many Europeans could just drink us under the table.
They would think we were teetotalers.
They probably were.
I heard that Australians are good at drinking too.
I have heard that also. I don't really know that many Australians, but yeah. Tammy said, what about the light they used to run during the shows? Which one? The one that said, we used to have we still have it, the on-air sign. Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it still works and everything like that, but I didn't have anywhere, because it's USB, and I didn't have anywhere to plug it in that the
camera could see.
That the camera could see, because the cord isn't long enough. So I tried it out, like there was nowhere to plug it in on the side of the computer, like, and put it behind it. It's like that, so I couldn't do it. So I just like put it up there.
I think you just talk about the time we used to have that laser display.
Oh yeah, maybe. We experimented with that a couple times, but we did that. Well, we had a green screen, because remember we bought the green screen.
Yeah.
And we put that behind us, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna put some." But then it took with my old program, it took so long to like process the video because of all the activity that was going on in the background, like all the lasers and shit.
Yeah.
So that we just didn't do it again because it took so long.
It just sucked up too much data. Now, what happened when we get the new webcam? If we have that shit running on 1080p, something like a Bliss light would actually work good behind us. But the thing is all that's a distraction in a certain way. The show doesn't really need that. It just doesn't.
I mean, I would hope.
It just sucks up more data. Anything moving, you see,
in case we ever get too boring, it's like everybody's like, "Ooh, just look at the pretty."
Because
lights
the way
in the
it
background.
streams this area back here, it's showing a constant image of the data. Which things where when you have when you're streaming video, and a lot of the image isn't moving, it just repeats the old data. When you start putting a bunch of moving shit there, the data stream
it has to
compensate for it.
Yeah, because it's like, oh my god, new shit's happening like, all the time.
So you're just kind of overwhelming the stream.
And like I said, I kind of feel like a lot of times
at least it was back then. I don't know how well
that was the old program I was using. I mean, it would probably take a long time now, but not as long as it used to.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's kind of like I've seen other channels doing that, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if we need that necessarily. Like all that kind of stuff in the background, like you said, maybe it's too distracting.
Yeah. How long have we been streaming?
An hour and 49 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Mango said, and I've been drinking since 12 p.m. and it's 2:15 a.m. here now. Well, man, God bless you, because I just started drinking at 7:30 when we started the show, because I've been at work all day, so I couldn't drink. Yeah. I mean, I could, but I'd probably get in trouble. I wouldn't really be able to get shit done. You know what I'm saying?
If there's anything you guys want to talk about, go ahead and drop it in the super chat, and fucking we'll move the conversation down that way. If not, we're just gonna sit here and drink these 2 drinks and then get the fuck out.
Sean says Blade Runner is an exceptional movie. It is.
Yeah.
And also, Blade Runner... What did you think of Blade Runner 2049? Because I also loved Blade Runner 2049. Mango said, God bless my liver. Yeah. Mine too. I don't even want to know what mine looks like, to be honest with you. I don't even want to know. But... I was wondering if... Because we have all this stuff in the background all the time, I was wondering if people didn't know what some of it was. I mean, obviously that's Nosferatu. You can see that. And you can see the Frankenstein one. And you can see the Suspiria one.
There's the Bell Witch right there.
That's actually, this is from the Suspiria remake. I just really like... I mean, I like the original Suspiria better, but I just really like that poster from a graphic design standpoint. Yeah, and that one up there is Bell Witch.
Bell Witch, yeah, this one right.
And then the one over there, that's... the red one. I'm pointing the wrong direction. That's actually a Bauhaus poster. That's the single poster from The Passion of Lovers, and it was signed by David J. I bought it.
She met him.
I bought it off of him.
Yeah.
And I also have the picture like right behind Spock's shoulder is also David J. and he signed that as well, like from Bauhaus and Love and Rockets. And the one above that is Bay of Blood. Because I got a whole set. I don't even know if they still have these. I found this shit on Amazon. There was a whole set of Giallo, like they're posters, but they're like 8x10s from all different movies. And I got them for, I think it was like $12, man. And I was 10? I think it was 10. So I got Bay of Blood. There's, what else is back there? Lizard in a woman's skin, eyeball, bird with a crystal plumage. There's all kind of like cool ones. I don't even have them all framed because I didn't have enough frames for all of them. But yeah, I got those. Oh, and also back there's like an Edward Gorey that I got when they did an Edward Gorey thing at the Orlando Art Museum. And I went to see it like several years ago. And I got that poster there at that.
Sean said both Blade Runners were good. Exceptional.
Yeah.
I like the new Dune. And evidently the second Dune is coming out soon. I want to see that one also. I like the first one. It's pretty good. Read the book. I like the original movie too, the old movie, the Dino De Laurentiis movie. Even though it was fucking an abomination, I still thought it was a fucking great movie.
Senor Stick says, Jenny, you don't have one of those deceptive flasks like a statue, thus allowing day drinking. I've thought about it for sure. I used to have a flask. I don't know what happened to it, but it looked like a flask, so you couldn't really like hide it. Have I seen The Void? Yes. That's a great fucking movie. I don't think I've reviewed it. I kind of feel like I probably should for my channel. I think I wrote about it a long time ago, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did. But I don't think I've rewatched it like to do for the show, but I probably should because that's like an excellent, excellent movie. And let's see, what else is going on? Dune has a strange popularity. Meaning the David Lynch one?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, here goes Mango, yeah.
Thank you, Mango.
Are
you looking forward to Robert Eggers' remake of Nosferatu? For me, he has yet to make a bad film. I think it will be good. Robert Eggers is... I mean, he is, like, really into, like, old films and, like, making shit look like old films. Like, he's really into, like, the art of filmmaking. So I think if anybody's gonna remake Nosferatu, I think he's, like, the best dude to do it. So, yeah, I'm very excited about it. Like I said, we need to see Renfield, too. I'm excited about that. Didn't a couple of you guys... I don't remember who it was.
Stick said that Dune is a very dry material, Tom. Yeah, it's dry. It's like reading the Bible. But that's part of the... I don't know. That's part of the fucking allure to Dune as a book. It's like reading something out of the Old Testament. You're like reading something that actually happened, but in a way happened a long time ago. It's just weird. I only read the first Dune book. I didn't read the other ones, but I liked it when I was just first reading it. It was weird. And Frank Herbert's real... Herbert? Yeah, Frank Herbert. Herbert, yeah. Frank Herbert's real intelligent. I think he was an ecologist. And the world that he created was fascinating. Just this fucking, in the distant future across all these different planets, what had happened to mankind and how they all damn evolved into different species of people. You know. It was just, and he would just say shit matter of factly, you know, about the things that they were doing, and they were doing bizarre shit. Just a lot of other people got sucked into it. It was a good world. It was every bit as good, if not better, than Star Trek. It's just that the way the books were written, they wouldn't make a good series, you know. They've tried to make all these little Dune miniseries. It doesn't fucking translate to film or series real well. But that last Dune movie was close, man. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good adaptation.
Yeah,
I don't think the look was right, but I accepted it.
I mean, I think that was probably as good as a Dune adaptation as you're ever going to get.
For me, the Dino De Laurentiis version, they got the look right. That for me, that's the way Dune is supposed to look. The new one, it's acceptable, but I prefer the old. The
look of the old.
The look of the old.
Yeah,
one.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. They were trying to make it. I don't know. The David Lynch one, which, you know, he famously kind of wanted his name taken off of, but that was more over the top, I guess, and I guess like the new one was trying to be a little bit more grounded, which probably was maybe closer to the book, but maybe not as visually arresting as the 80s one.
Oh man, the costumes and the way the
I really did like the look of the 80s
like,
one.
Yeah, it kind of had a mystique to it.
I mean, I love David Lynch. He's my favorite. And I know that he didn't really want to do that movie, you know, because he usually does his own projects, so it's just that was somebody else's project that kind of got foisted on him. So I get it. I don't love that movie, but it's interesting at least, you know. It's interesting. Let's see. I thought saw something else. Mr. 88 said The Witch is awesome. It is. I love that movie. I don't think Tom's ever seen it, have you?
Which one?
The Witch.
Uh-uh.
The Robert Eggers movie.
No.
Would you like it?
I don't know.
Hard to say. It's, you know, it's set in old times. 16th, 17th century. Okay. And it's all in that language. Like, it's all in that kind of old English.
Right.
Thing like that.
Kind of archaic, modern English.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's creepy as shit.
Okay.
It's really creepy. But it could go either way. Like, you might love it or you might hate it. It's one of those movies that I'm not really sure if you would like it or not. It might be one of those movies that I think he's going to hate it, but then, like, he watches it and he's just like, oh my god, that was awesome. I'm not really sure. I loved it, but I don't know if he would like it or not. John Gora said Lynch was asked by Lucas to direct Return of the Jedi, but declined. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Which now I kind of want to like pop over to the universe where David Lynch directed Return of the Jedi. And we see how that turned out. Mr. 88 said, I'm proud my children are so film literate. When they saw Anya Taylor-Joy promo material for the Super Mario movie, they said, that's the girl from The Witch. I smiled. See, you're raising them right. Raising them right. She's great. I really like her. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, what I was going to say before I just remembered. Didn't a couple of you guys recommend a movie called Soft and Quiet? Because I'm pretty sure I wrote it down a little bit because I saw it like on one of my little scraps of paper that I write shit down on. And it's on Netflix, right? Because I was going to watch it the other day, but I didn't get around to it. But I remember I just was scrolling through Netflix and I just remembered a couple of you guys had recommended that and that maybe I should watch it. But like I said, probably... Okay, so we got to do Breakfast Club Sunday because Louis sent it to us a long time ago and we never reviewed it. And we just watched it again last night, like with all the extras and stuff. So we're going to talk about that. But I also just noticed that Amazon Prime added Terrifier 2. And I was like, I kind of got to see that. I'm just like, because everyone was talking about how fucking gory it was. And I'm just like, yeah, challenge accepted. Also, Tom wants to see it because we really liked the first one. So the first one was like a lot of fun. Senior Six had ever thought about writing a Netflix series or something like that. I mean, it's occurred to me. if Netflix came to me and said, "Hey, we want to like make one of your things into like a series," okay.
Like that would happen.
Well, you know,
Netflix not coming to us. They got their own people that they fucking choose from. All right, how long have you been streaming?
2 hours.
Okay, we'll go ahead and.
Victor said Terrifier 2 was so good.
Okay, yeah, we gotta watch that one.
Yeah, well, we were gonna watch it last night, but I was like, oh my god, it's so long. I said, so let's just do Breakfast Club because I know that's shorter and it's like.
It's fantastic.
I know, it's a lot of people say. Well, like I said, I want to see. I'm just curious because everyone was talking, oh my god, it's one of the goriest movies ever. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Okay. We'll see. Challenge accepted. Yeah, Mango said it's fantastic. It's a long movie, but it flies by. So.
All right.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure they just added it to Amazon Prime, so I was going to watch it, but I decided to wait for you because I know you'd want to see it. Because remember, we saw the first one when Shauna Air came over. Yeah. All right, you ready to go?
Yes, get something to eat, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry, actually. Yeah, you haven't eaten all day.
I haven't eaten all day.
You've been painting.
Yeah. Doing other shit now.
Like I said, I just had like a little slice of focaccia when I got home, and that's all I've had like pretty much all day. All right, so we're going to wrap it up because it's 9:30. So hopefully you guys have a good Cinco de Mayo. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll be back on Sunday talking about Breakfast Club. So, 80s John Hughes movies. If you're into that, drop by and hang out with us. But, yeah, thanks everybody for dropping by. Thanks for your super chats. And we'll see you guys on Sunday. Good night.